A very good morning and welcome to yet another edition of the YES101's Visual Radio. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Jadabdin this morning. We start off with a look at your headlines.
Newsfirst headline.
In headlines, President's Diwali message, a call for unity and enlightenment. Sri Lanka's inflation drops to negative 0.8% in December. In news overseas, Spain battles deadliest flood disaster in decades as death toll rises to 95. And in sports, Samson, Jaiswal, Parag and Sandeep said to be retained by Rajasthan Royals. And now to those stories in detail, starting off in local news. As Hindu devotees around the world celebrate Diwali, the festival of lights, President Anurakumar Dissanayake delivered a message emphasizing the festival's symbolism of light triumphing over darkness. He highlighted Diwali as a time of hope, joy and the triumph of good over evil, bringing communities together in unity and celebration. Reflecting on Sri Lanka's journey since independence, the President acknowledged the nation's long search for light amidst decades of challenges. He expressed optimism about the emerging era of Renaissance, where the aspirations of the people once suppressed are now coming to the forefront. In his message, the President urged citizens to embrace the Diwali of wisdom, advocating for the light of science to dispel the darkness of ignorance. He called for a new way of thinking, fostering enlightenment and progress for all Sri Lankans. And on to more local news in your updates on the economy in Sri Lanka. Now, Sri Lanka's inflation has dropped to negative 0.8% in October. Now, the central bank's latest projections indicate that headline inflation, as measured by the year-on-year change in the Colombo Consumer Price Index, remained in negative territory for the second consecutive month. October 2024 saw a deflation of 0.8% compared to the 0.5% deflation recorded in September 2024. Now, the non-food category experienced a deeper deflation, with year-on-year figures showing a 1.6% decrease in October 2024 compared to 0.5% decrease in September 2024. Conversely, the food category saw a shift from deflation to inflation, recording a 1.0% increase in October 2024, up from a 0.3% deflation in the previous month. And up next is international news.
International news.
Now, shifting to your attention in news overseas, it is a disaster in Spain. Now, Spain is enduring its worst flooding disaster in decades, with at least 95 people dead and dozens more missing after huge rain swept the eastern province of Valencia and beyond. Now, torrential rainfall on Tuesday regarded flash floods which swept away bridges and buildings and also forced people to climb onto roofs or cling to trees to survive. Now, Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez has declared 3 days of national mourning as the extreme conditions continue restricting some rescue efforts. And up next is your update on sports.
Sports news.
Now in sports, it's the much anticipated IPL for this season. Now Sanju Samson, Yashavi Jaiswal, Riyan Parag and Sandeep Sharma from the Rajasthan Royals are the 4 players set to be retained by the team ahead of the IPL 2025 mega auction. Now, according to ESPN Cricinfo, England's white ball captain Josh Buttler and Indian leg spinner Yuzvendra Chahal are not part of the retention list. But Royals can also use their right to match options if they want to buy them back at the auction. Now, it is also understood that another player royals are still deliberating on is, with less than 24 hours to go before the retention deadline, of course, is wicket-keeper batter Dhruv Jurel, who was signed by the franchise at the 2022 mega auction. And with that, we wrap up this edition of the YES101's Visual Radio for this morning. For the News First team, I've been Joad Abdin. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.